I can definitely tell I'm in better shape just because of those stairs. And check it out, I'm gonna make food here for the first time in maybe since me moving to New York. And trust me, it is gonna be really easy and probably not that good. We have this, whatever that is, put it in some water. Oh, that was cool. Maybe I should do this ever. Yeah, macaroni, you guessed it. I'm glad the neighbors are having sex, that's always nice. I'm feeling really, I don't know what the word is. I guess this listless and energyless right now, today. And it's not really helped at all by the fact that you guys know Troy Davis, right? He's all over the news. If you don't know who he is, it's someone who's, at least as far as a court of law would consider it, innocent, or at least a reasonable doubt that he did it. That is, that he murdered somebody. And he's gonna be executed at 7. That sucks, and we live in a country in which that's probably gonna happen. It really sucks. So, yeah, I don't know. Shitty day. Well, since I'm sort of depressed about the whole thing, I'm just gonna set up my room because I don't really want to go outside, and you know, yeah, so I might as well get something done. And I definitely have some work to do still. So yeah.
Yes, our family suffers.
Another trial to have a fair trial to get justice.
This fucking sucks.
Right behind you again. If you wouldn't mind parting, I want people.
There are only 5 nations that are responsible for 90% of all the executions in the world, and the United States is one of them, along with China, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Pakistan.
That's us, baby.
It puts us in the company of some of the worst human rights violators in the world. It puts us out of sync with our strongest allies in the world. So this has long been something that's a scandal for the United States of America. That's why people are here, and anyone watching this, rather than using these resources, this money, this energy to do something to protect us. That's what the world is wondering. All around the world right now, we know there are people at U.S. embassies making precisely this point.
It's gone up.
So what the lawyers are now saying is that we have a temporary delay from the Supreme Court. This is a reprieve, not a stay. This is something that could be minutes, it could be hours. Literally, the Supreme Court has just asked them to hold off while the Supreme Court considers our plea. And so we're just in a holding pattern right now.
Looks like it's on hold for now, so no more terrible news, at least for the moment. So I'm gonna go outside and stop moping about all this shit and eat fast food because that makes you feel better. So what level of sickening?
Honestly, I felt a level of sickness to my stomach that
yeah, I did too.
I hadn't expected. The most horrific thing about this sort of thing is that this has happened to many people before.
Yeah.
And Troy Davis may not even be the last.
Yeah.
You know, but when it's so highly visible like this, it does something to you.
Yeah.
Even though you know that that whether or not he did it or not, like it's so against how we feel about due process, and just knowing that someone has physically died. Like even if he did it, instead he did it, you still shouldn't kill him.
Yeah, it's like fucked up to kill him, and then it's a whole new fucked up to like kill him when like he's probably innocent.
So it's just so fucking far behind. I don't even know.
Yeah, it's like I felt sick, and I never get sick.
Yeah,
with shit.
I'm
just like, man, that sucks.
Yeah, no, I mean, like people fucking, like if you get emails, asking you to sign petitions, and like you'll just delete them, when you wake up. And, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, I want to I'm mad that I can't do anything, basically. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, and then what you were saying before too, with the fact that, you know, there doesn't even seem to be like a really cohesive movement regarding people for his.
Like
death.
there's no opposition for it.
Yeah, there's no opposition.
It still seems to just be going right ahead. Just because that's how it was scripted out from a trial that's basically been debunked.
It's a lynching now. Yeah, basically.
Right now too. That's what's so weird.
Yeah.
He's like dying somewhere right now.
And he had the fucking needle in his arm for 2 hours. That's like having the rope around your neck.
Yeah.
That's like being on the gurney.
And this is like the third or fourth time.
That's like having a gun to your head for hours.
Yeah.
And then not knowing whether or not it would happen.
As we broadcast right now, as we speak with you, bring you the voices of people who've gathered here on the grounds of Georgia's death row where the execution is being carried out. Troy Anthony Davis is being killed. Renee Feltz is back with an update. We have just received word.
Interviews. But again, the time of death is 11:08.
I want to know where Obama was during this. I want to know where anyone with any sort of power in this situation was that was even remotely awake during the entire time this trial was happening, and in the past 20 years when anything could have been done about this. And it's not even Troy Davis, it's the entire system. This is just a really, really good talking point because he was probably innocent. And that really, really fucking sucks for him, but people are still going to keep dying because we kill them. Our country kills people. That's not that common anymore, and we still do it. So just remember that's where you live. I fucking hated Georgia already, and you know, this isn't helping. I can hear my neighbors talking about it also. The worst part is that I knew about this, and I didn't care until it was too late, just like everyone else. It's the American way to just not give a shit, and then these things happen. And we claim ourselves a compassionate people, and a Christian people, or whatever that means. But I don't see that. Sorry, this has been a downer, but, you know, sometimes we all need to wake the fuck up.